Welcome to The Stack, a weekly podcast where we discuss the latest in the world of marketing, sales, and tech. I'm your host, Sean Henry.
I'm Tim Sapersky.
And I'm Ryan Sylvester.
And today is Thursday, February 6th, 2019. This is episode number 40.
40.
So crazy.
Yeah. And we are taking our second attempt at streaming this live on YouTube while at the same time recording. So if you're joining us on YouTube, thanks for tuning in.
How is
How you doing,
everyone's week
guys?
going?
It's good. I honestly can't believe it is already Thursday.
And he says that every week.
I
I know,
What
he
is
can never.
wrong with me?
Tim's in denial about
I might have
Dates,
time,
times.
I might
the
have-
passage of time.
senility. I don't know.
Anyways. Tim, you want to... Wait, who's starting us off this week?
Oh, I don't know.
Sean is.
Oh, Sean is.
Yeah, I guess I could start us off. So if this is the first time you guys are tuning in, each week we talk about, we give you guys highlights of some of the best content that we've come across throughout the week. And that could just be tactical stuff. It could be new product features, whatever it might be. But we try to simplify it for you and tell you what you should do with that information. So I'm going first this week, guys.
Yes, sir.
You're up.
All right, cool. So this first article comes to us from HubSpot, and the headline is 5 Reasons to Get Excited About the HubSpot Platform in 2019. And this is written by Scott Brinker, who is their VP of, what does it say there, guys? VP of Platform, what's his title?
Platform.
Nice sing in there, Tim.
Hold on, I lost my track. Ecosystem. Jeez, that was
Platform
ecosystem.
Ecosystem, cool. But yeah, they about a year ago, HubSpot announced that they were making this sort of strategic shift to move away from this theme of being an all-in-one suite, an all-in-one product, to being an all-in-one platform, and bringing Scott into the mix was a big part of that. He is the editor of chiefmartechmagazine.com, so very familiar with creating these ecosystems of different tools and apps for like a best-of-breed solution. And a big part of that initiative was doubling down on bringing more integrations to the HubSpot platform. And they already had a lot to begin with, but it's like exploded in the past year. And I think there are over 200 at this point. But
94 just this year alone.
Yeah. So that's what this article kind of brings to. They bring some of the highlights from the past year, and they mentioned adding 94 new app integrations, 95 new API endpoints, record adoption of some of these new integrations by their customers. So it's working. People are responding well to it, and they're also doubling down on connecting their platform partners. So these different apps that are getting integrated with their agency partners, and of course there's thousands of them. We're one of them, and enabling those agencies and consultants, whatever it might be, to help the end user, the client, the customer, figure out how to use all this stuff.
Yeah.
So it's pretty neat. They also launched HubSpot Ventures, and they're basically funding startups to have a similar mission and mindset to HubSpot, and that's really cool. And they've made some big announcements there over the past year. But what was also really neat about this article was that it kind of goes through, this is just, if you're watching the video, they have a graphic of all the different apps that are connecting with HubSpot these days. And they list some of the top ones. Number 1 is Zapier or Zapier. I don't know. How do you guys say it?
Zapier.
Yeah, me too.
Zapier?
Yeah.
There you go.
don't know
So
if it's
that allows you to
right,
take something that isn't already integrated with something like HubSpot and bridge that integration, which is kind of neat. MailChimp, which is sort of like an entry-level email marketing solution. Slack, which we use at our agency. It's a great communication tool. So there's a really good integration with HubSpot there now. WordPress, it's always been there. So if you're using a WordPress website, you could still use HubSpot, obviously, in a number of different ways. SurveyMonkey, lots of people use SurveyMonkey.
I just used it for the first time.
What'd you think?
I think it's really helpful. The way that I used it was I used it in a HubSpot workflow.
Okay.
So it's kind of like an if-then branch. If they answered the survey, instead of like kind of keeping your eye on it all by yourself, like the SurveyMonkey integration kind of takes care of it for you.
Yeah.
But number 15 on this list is the integration that I've been getting really familiar with the past couple months, which is the Shopify one.
Ooh, Shopify.
Yeah.
And for those who don't know, what is Shopify?
Shopify is like an e-commerce based like CMS.
Yeah. e-commerce platform,
Yeah,
right?
it's built to sell. But the way that I've been using it most of the time is building lists in HubSpot, and it's beautiful. I think it works great.
Awesome.
But I will
always
say
nice when
it
things work the way
can
they're
get a
supposed
little
to.
well. Sometimes their labeling gets a little segmenty, but
That sound should be
Sorry.
like the sound.
no, but I
Yeah.
used a bunch of these and I like them a
So
lot.
Shopify then is obviously a favorite of yours, Ryan. What would you say your number one favorite is?
I would I think just for the purposes of what have been using integrations for, I would say Shopify is probably number one on the list.
Yeah,
Just because
it's powerful. You make a lot of money. now.
it's so powerful. The amount of e-commerce what am I trying to say? Like
Information?
metrics and stuff that you can pull in through HubSpot is super
Awesome.
helpful.
Tim, what about you?
Well, I also am pretty excited about the Shopify integration, but I really like GoToWebinar.
Yeah,
It's just it makes it a lot easier. Excuse me.
coughing on camera. There you go, Tim.
I know, right? When the tools work, it makes it a lot easier. When they work together, it makes it a lot easier for everyone on the team to just contribute.
Yeah,
Much more streamlined.
yeah,
Right.
totally. I like several on this list. Let's see. Databox, number 8. We use that all the time. We've got it on a TV screen here in the office. We have this set up for all of our clients. It allows you to visualize all your HubSpot metrics, but then all these other platforms that integrate with HubSpot, which is really neat. I love Hotjar, although the integration with HubSpot is still somewhat lacking. It's pretty much just one feature in Hotjar.
Here's my thing I'll say about that. I think that the
Commentary.
Hotjar website
Yeah.
itself is
The
little
tool,
tricky.
the tool itself?
Yeah.
You say navigating Hotjar? Oh my gosh, really?
I don't know. I feel like it's
I will not. I somewhat agree.
things
Aren't like as. If
Logical.
you're
They're not
going
as
there
logical.
for the first time, it might not necessarily find what you think you're going to find when you're
So what you're saying is Hotjar should use Hotjar on
yes.
its site, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Hotjar does
UX
again for
research.
if you don't know. Yeah, it's like UX research, usability research. Allows you to record sessions of people navigating through your website. It allows you to create heat maps so you can figure out where people are looking on a page, what they're clicking on, what they're not clicking on.
Just following their
funnel
mouse
tracking.
Yeah.
It's got user research recruiting tools kind of built in. So it's awesome tool and it's either free. I think most people will get plenty of value just out of the free version. Yeah, integrates with HubSpot.
And it is really easy to use.
Yeah. Lots of other good ones here too. Like we've used Uber Conference a lot. We've used, we're using Zoom currently. We use Zoom for internally for a lot of our stuff. And check it out. But they're always adding some new ones. So
Yeah.
that's fun. What's next on our list, guys?
So speaking of integration, oops, I just stood up and got out of
Now,
mic range.
if you're watching, what you can't see, should I tell them, Tim?
I don't know.
I won't tell them.
Oh, you
Don't
tell them. Tell them. I don't care.
Yeah. So no.
Tell them.
So Tim likes to sit on a pillow.
I'm a weird old man.
on the back of it. So the chair, it's just a bad setup. It's a bad setup. Go ahead, Tim.
Anyway.
Anyway.
So speaking of integrations, another article announcement that caught our eye this week is from Databox. This blog post, this announcement was written by Gasper Vidovic. And it's titled Google Sheets Meet Databox. And as you can imagine, essentially what they're announcing is that Databox now has an integration with Google Sheets,
Yay.
which is so awesome. I mean, like Sean just said, we use Databox for visualizing and understanding and reporting a ton of information. But every business is going to use Google Sheets for some kind of record keeping of sorts. And being able to now pull that in, it's just awesome.
So what are some common use cases? Like what's some possible data that you might pull in using Google Sheets?
Oh God, putting me on the spot.
Putting you on the spot there. I'll give you
me-
something.
yeah.
So like not all systems are digitized, right?
Yeah.
So you could be a business where a lot of things are still being done manually, but you have somebody there in the office that's keeping tabs on that stuff. And,
Yeah.
they've been maintaining the spreadsheet for years, if not decades, right? And nobody looks at it, nobody pays attention to it, and now suddenly you've got this beautiful dashboard that you can put up on the screen,
Yeah.
Ooh.
and suddenly it's getting attention. But I just love it because it allows you. It's kind of hard to manipulate data in a lot of these different tools, but once you get it into Google Sheets, you can do whatever you want with it.
Yeah, it's like the possibilities are almost
Mishmash, run formulas, do all sorts of fun stuff, and then visualize it. So it's really,
Well, and-
really powerful stuff.
And in the article, they talk about the fact that was actually one of the challenges as to why it kind of took a while to build the integration. Is just Google Sheets is so open-ended that it took some time
The
to kind of wrap their
possibilities,
head
yeah.
around all those possibilities.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited for it. I like it.
Yeah.
It makes me happy.
Yeah, me too.
And
Me
I'm
too.
never happy.
So we had some other news from Databox this week, right?
We do.
Ooh.
So this other
Our
article,
very own.
this other article titled "How to Increase Organic Traffic with an SEO Audit" is from a familiar face,
Well, now face.
typist,
It's me,
Sean Henry.
Yeah.
And instead of doing our typical recap of the article, since we have Sean with us, we're gonna pivot the format a little bit. You wanted to say something?
Yeah, let me just kind of sum
Yeah,
up what I talk about. So in the video, I basically demo how we're using a tool called SEMRush to keep an eye on our clients' websites. So what we'll typically do is when we get a new client or we're working on a project, we do a deep dive. We look for all of the issues, whether it's SEO related issues, whether it's on-page stuff like title tags, meta descriptions, just thin content, duplicate content, to some of the more technical, geeky stuff, the stuff that's kind of hidden in the code. And it's a big effort to clean all that stuff up and get the website healthy so that it starts to rank better in search results. So what we want to do is keep an eye on those websites over time, and we monitor those sites using SEMrush, and that's great for us. We get visibility to that data. If there's a new issue, we're alerted to it, so we can kind of take that and bounce that against all the other things that are out there, take action if necessary. But we've always struggled to communicate how much stuff remains,
And what we've done.
Yeah, what we've done, and then what the impact of those things has on things like traffic, right? So theoretically, you eliminate all these things off the list, you should start to see traffic improve. And it's been challenging to visualize that. Now we very easily can with Databox. So,
Well, and just for those who maybe aren't so technical, why should they be concerned with these technical issues?
yeah. So in the video, I definitely get into that. So definitely recommend checking it out. But so a search engine, think of it as a person, right? When we go to a website, all the content's there, Chrome or Firefox, whatever browser you use, is really sophisticated, and it takes all the code and downloads all the images and files and all that to paint this beautiful image on your screen. It's a little bit harder for a search engine to do that. It still needs to see everything that's there. It needs to discover the content on your site. And there's a lot of stuff kind of hidden in the code that makes it difficult for a search engine to do that. And if a search engine can't see your content, sure as hell can't rank it, right? How is it going to know what's on that page? So of course you're not going to rank. Of course you're not going to get any traffic. So you could be creating amazing content, but if a search engine can't see it, who cares?
Right.
You're just not going to get that visibility and reach. So it's something you got to keep an eye on for sure.
Really
Especially if you're like a large website that's always changing, because something's going to break, somebody's going to make a mistake, and then suddenly your rankings are plummeting, and everybody's scratching their head, and that's why we do what we do. Yeah. So yeah, check that out. We get the link in the notes. And moving on, what else we got, guys?
So this is actually the one that did you guys watch the Super Bowl?
I did.
I don't remember this commercial.
Really?
I'll let you go.
Anyway, so the title of this article is "WIX SEO Whiz Stars in Big Super Bowl Ad Fumbles with SEO Community," and this is by Christine. Sorry, I'm not going to try to pronounce your last name.
Schottinger. That
Okay.
was not right. But.
This is for Search Engine Journal, and basically what this was if you go to YouTube, they dominate all beginning of YouTube ads.
They are spending a lot there.
So it's basically a woman that's talking about the SEO implications you can make on a Wix website.
Well, what is Wix?
Wix.
Let's start there. What's
Wix is a
In case you
very
don't know.
very basic CMS that you can quickly drag and drop and build a website on. And they're claiming that I can't remember what exactly they
They say something along the lines of using the SEO wizard,
you'll
grab those top rankings.
On the first page of Google. And basically what the SEO community had said was they looked into what she actually was talking about, and it was title tag, meta description, and very very few SEO things you can actually do.
It's the bare minimum. I mean, that stuff can make a big impact.
Right.
So it's something, but
it's basics, but it's not going to get you the top spot unless it's like cream of the crop content. Yeah. And I saw a tweet from John Mew on Twitter that someone had asked, "Oh, does this mean that Wix can't rank for top spots?" And he said that it can, but after a little bit more digging, it's just much harder to do it from a Wix website. Yes,
that is true.
It's a good example of a company doing the bare minimum and like advertising the heck out of it.
Yeah. They also go on to say in this article a lot of the information that they give out is just bad.
Yeah.
Which
what that Wix does?
Yeah, and I haven't really read into it, but they pulled a few examples in the article, and
I don't want to hate on any system.
I don't either.
But yeah, if you are serious about SEO, I don't know that Wix is the best platform for you. But then again, if you are a local small business, go for it. Why not? I think it's great to have a simple solution to quickly pull together a website.
You have to have one.
As soon as you're looking to reach people outside of your immediate local region on a national level, you're going to have to take SEO a little bit more seriously. For most businesses, at least.
So that's when you think it makes the most sense. It's just like small business.
For the most part, yeah. I mean, every business is different. It depends on your needs. But if getting search rankings from like any kind of wide audience is really important, I don't know that Wix is going to be your best choice. You're gonna eventually run into some issues with that. It frustrates people who call themselves SEOs because they can't do a lot of the more advanced stuff that you would typically want to do. So. Anyway, moving on. Is that the last article, guys?
That's the last article.
All right. So then we go on to our next section then, which is
the app of the week.
The app of the week. Yeah, we still haven't gotten a sound effect for that, but we really need it. And this week we are talking about BuzzSumo. They have announced a new tool to their platform called Topic Explorer, and it is there to solve that problem of running out of blog topic ideas, and you need to quickly do some research. Now, what I would say about this is you don't want to depend on a tool like this primarily to come up with your topics for blog content. Ideally, you're going to talk to your customers, you can do some research, really understand what problems you need to help them solve. But let's say you're in a scenario where you're trying to reach a brand new audience where maybe you don't have access to that audience yet, and it's really tough to have those kind of direct interactions. Then something like this is incredibly valuable. But it could also just get the creative juices flowing too. So I love it. I've been playing around with it for a little bit. And, basically what you could do with this is enter in any topic. You guys want to give me a topic? Let's keep it simple.
Pepperoni pizza.
All right, so we got pepperoni pizza. What was yours?
Robots.
I'm going to go. All right, for simplicity, I'm going to go with pepperoni pizza.
Yeah.
Let's see what the tool gives us. So you type in that word. Now, fiddling around with this a little bit, I found the more specific you get, the less likely you're going to get results. It's a brand new tool, so I imagine they'll improve this over time. But let me explain what we've got here now that I've typed in pepperoni pizza. A related topic is salami, and the popular content for the topic of salami is pepperoni salami pizza leggings. And it gives you questions too. So how does the taste of salami and pepperoni change the taste of pizza? And then it also gives you related keywords. So salami sandwich, salami type, salami calories. And you can click on view content ideas to get even more information. So it's just like, it's telling you what type of content performs well for that subtopic. What are some of the common questions that people ask about it? So just to give you a few more. No, pretty much everybody's just curious about the difference in taste between salami and pepperoni. So, but yeah, you can check this out. It's giving me pineapple on pizza, Domino's pizza, Little Caesars. No. Oh man, Little Caesars. I miss Little Caesars. Recipes, homemade cooking. So,
Mushrooms.
Yeah, that's no good.
Pepperoni. I mean, pineapple. Sorry, not allowed in a pizza.
No, yeah, I don't get that. Do you like?
I can
pepperoni?
eat it, but yeah, I'm not a huge fan.
Yeah. So great tool, and it does allow you to drill in a bit about what's going to perform well in different social channels. So you would typically want to overlay this with data you're going to get from other BuzzSumo tools, like does a how-to blog post perform better for this topic, or is it some other type of structure?
I really like the idea, having the questions, because it's just easy to roll into content even if you're not creating a blog post specifically for that one question. If it's the broad topic, you can address multiple questions and know that it's going to hit the audience
For sure.
you're aiming for.
So we're on out of time, so let's blast through our lightning
round?
round. What is the first topic, guys?
Spotify announces strategic acquisitions to accelerate growth of podcasting. So basically, they're buying up like startup podcasting, and they're trying to position themselves as the ones to just take it to the next level.
I think I don't know exactly what these two things do yet. Did you look into it?
I briefly, but they're like big startup names. I think.
Yeah.
I
Well,
shouldn't be talking
two
about it.
major gaps that one major gap that I could see that I'm hoping one of these two things help solve.
Mhm.
One is just like analytics, like getting better visibility to
iTunes
who
does a
you're
really
reaching.
bad job of that.
It's terrible. Yeah.
But I think Spotify will. I think if they can get the backing, should eventually take over that space.
Cool. What else we got?
230 new emojis in final list for 2019.
Did you guys look at them?
I've seen a few.
Did you put
of them.
that in there?
I did.
Oh, okay.
I've
I haven't
seen a
looked
few
at
of
them.
them.
I've been having fun with emojis lately. It's just great. Weave it into your subject lines. If you send an email,
They grab people's attention. They make you feel less intimidating.
Yeah. I'm just excited about the new food options.
Household income by zip code advertising targeting from Facebook.
Cool.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That I think that'll be helpful.
Yeah.
Now
So many
that
scenarios.
will be problematic.
Yes.
But
What's focusing on the new Search Console?
Yeah, so this I would definitely recommend checking it out if you're interested in SEO. There's been a lot of grumbling about Google taking away features that were in the old version and choosing not to bring them over.
Yeah.
I think people are exaggerating that a bit, but they are letting go of some tools. Their argument on that is it was giving people bad information, or it just wasn't really helpful. And they think less is more in some cases. Others disagree, but check it out.
Consolidating your website traffic on canonical URLs.
Another Google Search Console thing. That mostly is going to impact people who have a separate mobile site. So if your website's on like m.yourdomain.com, it's been pretty difficult to get a good sense of your performance, and this should help a bit with that.
Google produced 96% of U.S. mobile search visits in the fourth quarter of 2018, which is a growth of 1%.
No surprise there.
Yep. Google Plus is officially shutting down on April 2nd.
Bye-bye.
Live indexing for Bing and Google coming to Yoast SEO. That's cool.
That's cool. Yeah. A lot of people use Yoast. A lot of people use WordPress. So
Brian Dean from Backlinko announces his SEO marketing hub.
it's good content. I enjoy Brian Dean's content. He's entertaining, and this is a great example of the hub and spoke model, or the pillar page topic cluster model, whatever kind of gravitate towards. It's a good resource. So kudos to him.
Last but not least, the laws of UX.
I thought that was really cool.
It's really neat.
Yeah.
So what does it do, guys?
It's essentially an online catalog of the various laws of user experience, and formatted in like a poster form. With a quick recap, how the law was originated, what it means, what you can use it for, and you can download it as a poster and like hang it on your wall. If you realize that one of your designers is like really bad at doing something, just print out this law and stick it on their wall, and they'll never forget again.
So that's it. That's the last one, right?
It.
Well, cool. If you tuned in on YouTube, thanks for checking us out. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you're just listening to the audio version, check out our YouTube channel. You could watch us.
It's exciting.
I don't know if it's exciting, but cool. Subscribe, leave us a review, and we will see you guys next week.
Peace.
Adios.